Good morning, YouTube. Hey, everyone out there in survival land. How you doing? Oh, they're frisky. Oh, look at that. Look at them go. Now, these things ignite really quick. See how quick I just barely touched that. Hey, YouTube. Freedom for Kaz here. It is Friday, June 2nd, and we're looking to have a good weekend. Hopefully it won't rain too much. Hopefully there won't be too many tornadoes. Hope everyone does well, has great weather. If you don't have great weather, I hope you don't have any tornadoes or any crazy storms that go on. But anyway, you know, there's been a lot of talk about the economy this week with the stock market crashing midweek, and then it was down yesterday a little bit. I haven't checked it today, but maybe rebounding, maybe dropping more. Like I said, I haven't really checked. But, you know, a couple of things I just want to focus on with this. You know, it came out today that U.S. offers foreign aid to countries holding billions of dollars of our Treasury securities, which seems kind of odd because, you know, our economy is so messed up. They keep on printing money, and these other countries keep buying our debt, and it seems as though that because they're buying our debt, the United States seems obligated to help these countries in other ways. And here are some numbers from 2010 that just came out. You know, the U.S. handed out a total of $1.4 billion to 16 foreign countries that hold at least $10 billion in treasuries, including the countries of China, Brazil, Russia, India, Mexico, and Egypt. And China was 27.2 million, Brazil was 25 million, Russia was an amazing 71.5 million, India was an incredible 126.6 million, Mexico topped the list at $316.7 million. And you got to wonder how much of that is going to the drug cartels. And then Egypt had 255.7 million. So definitely a lot of money going to a lot of odd places that we seem to have a lot of turmoil with. You know, China is the largest holder of U.S. Treasury bonds at 1.1 trillion as of March 2011. And according to the Treasury Department, Brazil holds 193.5 billion, Russia 127.8 billion, and India has 39.8 billion, Mexico has 28.1 billion, and Egypt has 15.3 billion. And it seems kind of funny that, you know, we're helping these countries with aid, and that they own our treasuries, which, you know, this country is so screwed up. I want to focus a little bit more further on this before I go any further. I want to break down just exactly, you know, what's going on here. Well, with China, you know, we're helping in research with HIV and AIDS. We're helping to hire, you know, promote their education system, social services. This is an interesting one. We are aiding in their rule of law and human rights. What about the rule of law and human rights here in America that they're stomping all over the Constitution? I don't get all that, but anyway, environment control, private sector companies and communications, and economic opportunities. That's for China. We're going to go to the next page here, and for Brazil, this is interesting. For Brazil, it's combat weapons and weapons of mass destruction. I don't get it. Subsidized operations and Social Security amendments, HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, agriculture, private sector, competitiveness. That's kind of odd. Private sector competitiveness. That's an interesting label. And you know, every country has a list here. That's going to be a link underneath. Go ahead and check that out. You know, it just kind of blows my mind that you know, the United States is more worried about other countries that are holding on treasuries. It makes you wonder that if we don't help these countries, are they going to stop buying our debt? That's a possible idea that they might have. If they stop buying our debt, we all know what's going to happen. This country's just going to crash into the ground anyway. We're headed that way anyway. It would just make it quicker. You know, some people say that doing it faster would actually get to a faster recovery. I don't think there's ever going to be a recovery. You guys pretty much know my views. If you don't, you know, research my channel, you'll figure it out. It just seems kind of crazy that everything is going on, and you know, especially like I said with the stock market, you know, is, you know, the reports have just come out that the economy is starting to slow down again here in America, which means that the global financial markets are scared about what's going on. And over the past couple weeks, there's been a lot of iffy news about what's going on, and the ADP jobs report was a disaster. The housing numbers are still dismal. Manufacturing is not even close to what it used to be 20 years ago in this country. And again, a lot of that has to do with the NAFTA agreement and just sending our jobs everywhere. On Wednesday, you know, like I said, the Dow was down 279 points. The NASDAQ was down 65 points. And still, the Democrats and Republicans are still bickering against one another, trying to figure out what they're going to do to solve this problem. We've got QE3 on the horizon, and then, you know, here it seems is that the only answer is that they're going to print more money. You know, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And, you know, housing prices are just dropping, and with this latest report, there are 18 million households on the verge of falling into foreclosure. 18 million new houses on the cusp of falling into foreclosure. That is amazing. But we all know that the mortgage system is a fraud. It's just a money-making scheme. And, you know, I lost my house, and I know that, you know, the bank just made a killing off of my house. It was just crazy. Not only did they get all the guaranteed funds from the mortgage, they got to keep my house and resell it again. So that means that they made about 135% profit just on my house alone. And it's just craziness. And anyway, all the links will be underneath. Folks, let's try to have a good weekend this weekend, like I said. Again, want to say hi to all my new subscribers, new friends, and people that I've subscribed to. Let's have a great weekend, folks.